afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? I hope this video finds you well and healthy, guys. I hope you were able to get outside. I hope you were able to enjoy the warm weather and the sunshine that was out yesterday. I know I definitely did. I got outside. I did some rollerblading. I was able to open up my windows today. I was able to wear shorts and not have to wear pants and a sweatshirt, which was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed being able to do that, not being cold and actually being warm and comfortable and everything like that. So I hope you guys were able to do that also. I hope you were able to get outside and do something fun and something you enjoyed and you weren't stuck doing schoolwork all day. So I hope you were able to get outside and you were able to enjoy your weekend. If you would like to share your weekend with me and what you did over the weekend, if you did anything fun and or exciting, please go ahead and click the link that matches with your class and then record the video on Flipgrid or post something there and just let it run so that I can see what you wrote if you don't feel like recording a video or something like that. But just let me know how your weekend went, guys. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know some of the fun and exciting things you guys got the chance to do. It was, like I said, it was warm weather. It was nice out, so you might have gotten a chance to do something you haven't done in a while or go outside or get out and do something besides playing Fortnite and earning all those dubs and getting all those dubs, maybe hitting 90s, none of that. You didn't have a chance to do that because you were outside having some fun. So let me know, guys. Feel free to record that if you'd like to do that, and I will definitely give you a reply and a response, and hopefully it'll be one that'll make you chuckle, make you laugh. Okay, so the plan for today and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be starting to discuss the road to the Civil War, how the United States ended up the North against the South, and those two sides kind of fighting each other and fighting against each other and disagreeing so much with each other. We're going to be talking at least first about one of the kind of more important ideas and movements that is going to start prior to the Civil War, and this is known as the Abolition Movement. And the Abolition Movement is a movement that is going to fight for the ending of slavery. It's going to be centered in the North, and it is going to try to convince the government to end slavery in the South and end it as an institution and end it as a way of growing crops and of farming altogether because of the inhumane conditions and the terrible treatment of slaves in that system. So this is going to be the first thing that we're going to talk about, and one of the first things that is really going to drive a wedge between the North and the South. So what we're going to do today, the two objectives we have for today, we're going to watch the short teacher message video, the one you're watching right now, to get a summary of the abolition movement. So I'm doing it a little different because there's only one slide I want to talk about and one slide I want to go over. I'm not going to create a separate teacher message video and a teacher lesson video for this one. So I'm just at the end going to talk a little bit about abolition and go over abolition a little bit with you guys. And then I will give you guys the rest of the time to do the second objective, which is to complete the workbook assignment on the abolition movement. And you will find that workbook assignment right here, same area you got opened up the slides from. It's called the Abolitionist Movement. There we go. And it's right next to the slides you open to watch this video, just so you know. So those are the two things you guys are going to be doing today. My office hours today are from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. if you do have any questions or you do want to reach out to me and get a hold of me. So make sure you're watching this video. Hopefully, make sure you watch it all the way through, guys. Don't cut it off partway through. You will miss some important information. So make sure you do that and then complete the workbook assignment on abolition. So we'll come back to the abolition slide in 1 second. But what I want you to do after you complete the workbook assignment and after you have watched this video all the way through, go ahead and make sure you click on the check for learning so that you can complete that and you can get full credit for this day, okay, for this lesson, just so you know. So, as we said, teacher message, complete the workbook. There is no homework today, guys. However, if you do want to watch a quick video about slavery and what slavery was like as a system before the Civil War. Please feel free to do that. That's what this video is about. It will talk to you about the conditions and the importance that Southerners placed on the system of slavery and why it was important to their society and stuff like that. So if you'd like to watch that as an extra video and an extra resource, please go ahead and do that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and transition to that short explanation of abolition. And just take a look at that movement and take a look what it was about and what it was going for. So as I said, this was a movement to end slavery in the South. It was most of the people that were part of it were in the North. They were the ones kind of pushing for the South to end slavery. There were some famous abolitionists. You had Sojourner Truth, Frederick Douglass, Elijah P. Lovejoy, William Lloyd Garrison. You had Harriet Tubman, who was a conductor on the Underground Railroad. Frederick Douglass was one of the most well-read, most intelligent African-American freed slaves that at that time. He was very well-spoken. He was able to kind of educate Northerners on what slavery was like in the South and what that system was like. Now, not everyone is going to support abolition. Not everyone is going to be all for and kind of gung-ho about the idea of freeing the slaves and ending the system of slavery. A lot of union workers and a lot of tradesmen were afraid that free African Americans would move up north and would take their jobs because of the fact that they would work for lower wages and work for kind of less of a wage, so that it would kind of force those that were looking for a wage to or a pay to support their families and stuff like that. It would force them out of work. So a lot of trade unionists were not huge fans of ending slavery and free African Americans moving up north and working in the North. And also many politicians really kind of ignored the abolitionist movement because they weren't looking to upset the balance that existed between slave states and free states. And if at any point you are going to take and say, we're going to end slavery, that is a non-starter for the South, and the South will have nothing to do with that whatsoever at all. As time goes on, as more events, the events that we're going to be talking about, as we learn about the road to the Civil War, as more of those events happen, we are going to see more and more support for the abolitionist cause and for the abolitionist movement. But early on, before 1850, the abolitionist movement is really kind of a small movement and does not have a lot of support from government officials or common people in the North. So what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is you guys are going to go ahead and work on that workbook assignment. It is going to take and help you to understand some of the issues that existed in the abolitionist movement, why abolition was important to some people, and why the South hated abolition. Now, there are obvious reasons why the South would have hated abolition, but it gets a little more specific and gives you a little more detail. So I want you to read that and answer the few questions that are there. We will go over this on Thursday, so please make sure you are watching the review lesson video. That will give you all of the answers for this workbook assignment. Don't miss it. Make sure you watch it, because if you don't, you're never going to know if your answers are correct or not. So please make sure you tune in on Thursday to watch the teacher message video so that you can take and get the answers for the workbook assignment about abolition that we're going to do today. All right. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it here. That is the end of this video. Please go ahead and work on the workbook assignment. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. or from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. With that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you are able to enjoy the weather and enjoy the warmth that's coming our way. Have a great day, guys. I will catch you tomorrow for tomorrow's review lesson. Have a great day.